The MPP for Bakunya Swana in 2017, you movie from 50 Ghana to 100 Ghana cedis. See, the one says offer passport booklets na leaves in a woman. I don't know, you can't say passport for another charge amount of form out the Kwakoto. Yeah, it's me the Kuta Major, Mikuta 100 Ghana D with 32 page. Many baby a cram a day quite the fee. Na Yenianum, Ebai. Mama niema nyina ya complex amagana ni baby awobia so enra na me busa me simple question o say yenuanom kwada na omo ye national service na yenuanom keto ano man to moji 715 or so obi fi me krom suma henkro o bankran na lorry fare 170 Ghana cedis o ye ejuma o Madina assembly ene o teka so a bosom yetua ne 715 no say ni pana no pe bia ofaka in and out ebesen ko assembly ko ejuma ba ontua not less than 30 cedis we then find about 25 cedis. It is all kind of lorry fare within a month no boma meaning say indirectly na katua no kra na ye dem no no we dear but I don't need experience be no denam so such a person no the national service allowance kra of 3 to 5 months in ye abambone ye see yentua into whether say akwada by one be sibra no body deal aban fa ho whether say bosome so na obetua ne kane abo aban fa ho so obetua ne nsu obo aban fa ho ebiem the same person I mean the same no the point is it's not analysis since the days of old change the mode of operation eno ntina nsesan ba aban mu no mato abati aye akwada na bosome nan ko num a yentua ne ka no wote asesa na aye na wo ekwe na de Ghana aye wuti kuruma na aye adwuma na bosome num yentua oka woda obeda wan aye adwuma don't do that as an honorable member wo de wo ye babunu so ka ho you know the pain in the country today unim hawa mabunu kom na babunu a otifi oye ne national service every 3 months bi amamu nhihye boni nti ye increase electricity tariff let me talk Mamenka say
Kwame Embra passport issues na
passport in America
yes, because that's how they call national
American Ghana for na passport na Ghana for na
all right
me more case study assemble na okachire
me too
so say me nearby one American asem ne 715 no de yes anya ma hodo ya American nyina oda ya de che no oh ade na men konkope passport because na baby a ani bie kono we do certain stage in life anya man kitinkiti we obehia aka mabrabon Inti nipa na bosom so oje 715 Ghana cedis no passport form na na 100 cedis no oda sorry ya eligible omi ane na do say ya increasing in the call 500 Ghana cedis 32 page no na so pede wo mu 48 no so ya increase to 644 Ghana cedis inti so tua na ka 700 Ghana cedis 715 no de mu 500 Ghana cedis ekoto passport form na kana saying 215 Ghana cedis. What sort of wickedness government is this? What you say? So such a child, ana abofra na wasi so no. These are the things I obetimi ayama no ho hen na de ya wo mu ne say I have passport application forms be a wo me phones. CJ, me no kaza CCA. Say obi wo Kumase. No kwa akopɛ passport a. Obi ko February 8th March 2024 March ye twam na anu ade. The appointment date the man 25th October. After so tier 500 Ghana cedis ni na no. Na 25th October no kwa passport officer. The only thing I call is kwa kucho picture. Ni cho picture ni wi ya catch us brabe for 3 to 4 months. The rest of passport booklets na nkasa ba. Wa ba bedru ho ne asen catch us oh data no kra na ya mesi data no bi. And until no particulars in the intimate and or see a sign rebooking, then you do it again. And I may know because you see Okobono region. Nasa Oko per passport. Oko top form na. Manta demo same October. Obiko ho. That was on 29th of March. This is the detail of the person in question. 29th March in the year man 4th October. And yes, so no me trying picture. No ni mara who some Nipa na call 29th March. Yeah, man, 4th October, so me trying to picture. Yeah. That same person, sign cost or year rebooking, the directors and quantity amount. You pay not less than 250 Ghana cedis. Utia 250 Ghana cedis now.
You are talking about the current passport system.
Yes, you know me, never be seen that is why I'm coming with evidential proof. And to sign 250 Ghana cedis now, Utiano. Utia we are. passport director to me my data a ben anymore. And your friend is rebooking. So the question I busan say arrangement ben kwan ya your passport officer date ni na choki wanimu. But if you're paying extra fee and you tinye date ma wanimu ada embassy biana. And all these things e koso no e ho na nke we say aban man attention e den e ko. But the government is interested in the letter now obejije fie omo ho no. Na no me kan ye maame ayokobotwe statement bi say osese utimi nya sika puduo say odi tu kwan na unya 500 Ghana odi be passport ejai. Such a nasty comment from a minister of state. When we say munya tumi na eko nyame ma wonye sa so odi no bi. Munya tumi na you think say na mu free through na mu receive from street. One free ni payem na ba. And me am young go fie Japan okọ wa yi a workers na ye ejuma no bosom ye tu obi ka 500 Ghana cedis, right? In this akwada na o youth employment or so here passport no ono ne bosom ye katua na omfa ni nyina nkoto passport form no o nidi on high die on tonsio on foka. These are the things that was be in the shoes of the people. And all these things also then they have every justification to say and yeah tumukwa na yeah 500 Ghana cedis in my village. CJ in my village. Yeah. Omo bi 500 Ghana cedis a utimi di drama ni yeye. Enti mu na enema yeye na mumu nipa na mumu sika 500 Ghana cedis na ye ka no why ye salary nkwada no bi akatua no. Enti sa akwada no oje na akatua no mfa ma yokobotwe ne passport office. Okay. Okwa omfoka omfa form no nkoto form no. Is that what they are telling us? Ergaje. Eko baby adru no muntie nipa ha okakra. Munyina sha say ya o yenuan mo brand no some of these ministers in government are money take decision or cabinet no e bi mu kra na bi mu abrabo mu ye more poorer than say they be motie ne and say onya akwanya na okodu soro ha na wakai baby of free call me that say Erica J of the NDC and Ote Nenkano latex foam Adom Kunyaba they be me di ho adance here latex foam kunya ne papa kala bia wohwehwe bia no sabetimi aka. So it's time to elevate your living space with latex foam, your forever partner in comfort and luxury. Latex foam, your partner for life. Ego
TJ my men share your tough constituency him for ho ne mpanyu for ho nyina sometimes many NDC for platform say so and I'm metifie na metie wo mo na me busa mo say is it the same NDC? Is there a certain rebirth? Say the ye wajen kwana na say won so ye do boni na ache wa na say is there a different NDC or is the same NDC that I have known at least from 2009 to 2016? Sure, 2013 I was a NASPA president at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. Accra hanyina metro no na me president for NASPA. Ana me sa be Greater Accra nyina NASPA president. Me wie na me sa be national NASPA president. And this happened in 2013 and 2014. That time, National Service Allowance was 243 Ghana cedis. Sa 243 Ghana cedis no me na mete kaswa to Africa so na oba Accra metro honoma obekwa aba no na 10 cedis e dey eko. Can you multiply 10 cedis by 30? 300 cedis meboa. So your transport was even more than how much you were earning as a national service person. And that's why I'm asking, say, NDC for no. Sebi, is there a different NDC or there's a rebirth? Be a NDC for Mokasane no, a different kind of people ana. And NDC for so just say ye need tima at the Magana for. Why? When we were in this country and people were crying and people were dying, just because some of them had passed their examinations, yet they were not having enough resources. Senior high school. The data near 100,000 of Yamano were not able to go to school, largely because of finances. When we were crying and telling them, say, government should assist us with a certain subsidy, need to be free SHS. No. What did they tell us? Is there a different NDC? The same NDC? Or we are doing this because we need power? Are we doing this because we need power?
But Vincent, I believe that was the reason why Ghanaians
hold on.
Voted.
About the rationale behind these fees for passports, then you understand me, because I'm trying to expose their hypocrisy. Because someone need that moral ground to tell us that ye need feelings, and I say we don't have any touch with respect to the difficulties that Ghana folk go through. One nursing training allowance and teacher training allowance for so long a time since a champ on time, sir. A champ on time, you teacher training allowance. And this for the because they had no feeling for the plight of the Ghanaian people. That time no more nyesika, intina Ghana for whom here woman. No more nyesika mana broboso. Inti Ghana for soon no more how, especially teacher training or kusukua. Or say the allowance ko ani intia. Have you forgotten about all these things? Where's your moral? Where's your principle? Morality nasa, no principle. Senior, OTA, the Minister for Foreign Affairs. Yesterday, I listened to her. OTA ne kasa no apoto kasem. She used humbly more than 4 times. A lawyer knew. With the greatest of respect, or say humbly, with the greatest of respect, humbly. Go to our neighboring countries. For Togo, for Liberia, in fact, all the West African countries. Ghana, currently, before said these fees about with passport, near to $8 per to acquire a passport. You know why? Because government have been subsidizing this for so long a time. Government at DBR no subsidizing the amount of money also in Koda and I say Sebi, ni pabe tuya and send one your passport. Supply now or supply your materials for us to be able to have a passport. The same supply and the supply in Liberia for. But the Neoko Liberia for you to be able to acquire a passport in Liberia, you need $40. What the Ghana seek more over 500 Ghana cedis, and so now you're charging 100 cedis. Our neighboring countries, Ghana, and then the lowest amount of money you tear, and I say Ghana, and the country you tear the lowest amount of money for you to be able to acquire a passport. United States of America, not more than 10% of their citizenry and our passport. They be intra because the document passport is not necessarily for identification purposes. And yes, be identification ID. No, the aqua says be me a gun in you. There be. So be so too quiet. And I won't hear passport. In Tuko US, I said Americano, not more than 10% of almost citizens in our passport. It is because if you don't have a need for it, you just don't have a need for it. Your driving license and your national identification card can suffice for identification purposes. In fact, US or DVL driving license, it is okay for you to do anything in the United States of America. You don't need a passport for purposes of identification. Ghana, the data our Foreign Affairs Ministry is showing that Nkrofo be break a passport, yet they will not have any use for it. It took a passport 5 years. Until 10 years, he be introduced. And they never traveled with it. Meanwhile, government had paid for that subsidy. So now government is saying that, and Abai, and I say governance, you boom. The government is now saying that, unless of course you have a need for it, because enough for identification purposes.
In other words, increment not serve as a deterrent.
It is not serving as a no.
I serve as a deterrent.
It is unfortunate. So we put in I am saying that government it subsidy. At the man obi biara here passport to Kruma, and I am not suggesting to you say government cannot continue to be paying those subsidy for passport and paying here. That is number one. For purposes of giving good service to clients, why don't you pay more and get better services so that we here our passport within a day or two?
Service.
As far as I want here now. Now say you get better service, you didn't improve on it. Then there's no need for us to even increase the amount of money.
Yes, you mean passport acquisition?
Yes, we have to improve on it. And it's make us say about Parliament, when Parliament was considering the fees now, see together to agree on this amount of money that is supposed to be paid. Yeah, ni swadi hu ne say you betu your subsidies at your map ankra wa bra passport no kra ye nyu so no because it is not for purposes of identification.
Yeah.
If you don't have a need for it, don't go for it. Unless, of course, you have a need for it. If you have a need for it, within 2 or 3 days, see, to me, as a share, normally you should be able to secure yourself a passport. So that a whole baby here, so be use. Okay. Terminal 3 is here. The data I want in actually say the power budget passport. Not even up to 10% their travel for the past 10 years. And the passport now for far budget is now where it's some of them. And they have intent. Government is paying for intent of metucoin, government is paying for it. That is not smart spending. So, in our estimation, even in our neighboring country, like I said, the body because the service provider, no, the materials in our one of them are Liberia pays $40. You try $8.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea is about $40 and now $42. What is wrong with that?
Okay.
And don't let it come across or don't put it across as if say you need to the magana fountain and raise sikano. No. If you have a need for it, that is the only time that you can go in for a passport.
All right. May I say, Vincent Eko Asifwa MP Tafo and Otene Kano. Kwame.
Yeah, CJ. Vincent, when you
Adem.
so shocking. Winning. Because of the incompetence of your government. Untimi manage your forest, your dollar CD. Osi baby ye $40 Ghana crowd ye nane boefo ye 100 Ghana cedis. Now because of your incompetence and the Ghana cedi and $40 so the bag Ghana cedi mo saying. What comparison is then our you know?
Yeah, about 500 cedis.
Inti because of your incompetence $40 will baby ye 500 room.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
Have you checked with them?
No, because of your incompetence. Other countries now, or compares or more prices near the other. How is the economy? And a Ghana is sick as Africa, Biblia, also in Bizano. At the same time, and our America, Nipa, a war passport crown, and they are no more than 10%. I get it. America economy, Ghana, Bebunu, school, so in Jumae. From August till date. Report says nurses so much to can figure and come here be 6,000, right? And then I'm quite more nursing training college for the past 4 years, Mumpos to Omo. So such a nurse, and your opportunity so person send to can go seeking for greener pasture and so on. What's a passport now? Maybe what's a passport now? Maybe what's a passport now? Let me talk. Because I was quiet for you. Because I was quiet for you. Yes. And I'm saying, there be way there you drew Hana and Fatunchen. The issue is akwada na ote America we nursing training college na ya post no ye adwuma the ote Ghana no we under President Akufo-Addo 4 good years na ye post no sa akwada ne se wate se UK nurse se ko nti wo kwa akoto passport form because we school 4 years wonye adwuma or kwa akoto passport form 100 Ghana no bi no so apply aban we penso it mi ba 1 year na wunya passport kra. Now the same akwada na wo under the hardship and abusuanfo brands when you bibie di no wo se masan atum de ko 500 Ghana cedis ye kan wo se wo kwa mana hodo so a na kroma yete na mana hodo so na hwe enkwala no man eko just get it say we ye babunu seme what your government is doing is so wrong yeti kromu ha ye ma minimum mo di 60 years second ahin na kwaje passport within a year nye kakra bia na mebwa obi o hapomuden ana obi ne maame ne ba na ne den e wa ma no ne no person de ne ko hoba dia aka ne ye mebunu no nko a eno person o kyerese ye wo conditioner Ghana for mebunu komu a Ghana for nyese ye akwadwofo adwuma na eni ho because aban no buy no create unemployment and the unemployment rate hit somewhere 14.7%. It was hovering around 8% in 2016. And it's a wabana who create unemployment. Would this a mebunu ne better no man no mana? Eko, etoda. Be in the shoes of them. You were like them some years ago. And I know say we a bebunu. What you say? So don't be talking as if you say Monday amoko tena ha de beba mutim bia na maya ma munim say Ghana for de pa no no. And I me no ka say Ghana bebunu. Ya America so no or yeah why ye juma 500 Ghana cedis. Obetimi yan ni so ade hunu so obesi dan. Because cement bag 42.5 ukomi krom meba ukomi krom suma tie ukomi krom suma hinkura cement 42.5 no
CJ you allowing
unim nebo 105 cedis but in 2016 it was 27 Ghana cedis Oh, and analysis now.
Times have changed.
And abnormal change where you take it certain time have changed. And I'm saying, now Saturn, board member, son of your national service. No, what's the national service now? Just saying. That was in 2013. 2013, now dollar to see the next.
What kind of argument?
Maybe so. Because your money import driven economy. Because of more import and there be a name boy costro. And we had a man for a buy. There be a Mekaguru boys and qua. Or mobile, no. And then and more near 20-25 CDs, you know. What time are 200 Ghana? And you want to do these comparisons?
But Eric, sir,
go to UK, go to US, every country.
CJ, times are changing now. Can I now? Set time now order and now bank rent. Times are changing. Now, is that your analysis? I don't know. Call maybe so prices of goods and services. It may stabilize. I had the A2M because a normal amount. And the times are changing, and the Okwa Rikusa, you took Oko back by 25 million, Ghana tons, and 30 million, Ghana Sika. And the times engineer. Don't go there. I am telling you, sir, the government is being so reckless because Abaya on prioritizing the needs of the youth. You know, this is the situation I become. And passport as someone making 99% the so I call, sit somewhere and talk to your government. And I'm so happy, sir, you are my friend. Okay, buy no. But say pa na mushia kukum na moya de enye because they are older than the public. No, this clearly shows someone at the papa be at the magana mebuno. Because CJ. We nursing training college 4 good years otifie.
But there was a freeze on employment during your time. There was a freeze on employment during your time.
What kind IMF document now more debate what kind IMF now more coin more funny power IMF now more coin they more corn and they more funny power. Don't go there. Don't stop it. Stop it. Chroma meba corner there now we are on parliamentary. Because member of parliament, so let's admit it. Say abano entry Ghana mebunu ye. Let's admit it. Because in 2016 we think crying komi kruma lorry fare is 65 Ghana cedis. And I'm okay and I'm 170 Ghana cedis. Ghana ni ejuma ni no ya ban ejuma boso me oje ketwe na ketwe anto mu sen and aba mfienso. Obi over the private sector. Oh, private sector now yejuma. And then another danko kufu ado work at atumu more than 50% ohana. You know the challenges. And I bind bia oba ubedi akonwa o create enabling environment for businesses to thrive. Aban we akotobe kuma aban eto nko na waso agu nipa so. Sikan ketinketi a untimi ntue na de obetua wasen ate. So you see, this connection men in government, they don't have anything positive for the youth. That is all.
Okay. Medasepa Kwesi Owusu or say watching you from Sydney, Australia. As we speak, passport costs 2,000 Ghana cedis. This increment is only going to boost Goro boys and unscrupulous immigration officers' jobs. Kwesi Owusu Edifri Sydney, Australia. No dia no ebai. Elvis Kwejo Opoku say, I really think the increase in passport fee is in order because now with the national ID, passport is mainly a traveling document. So if you have money to travel, you should be able to pay for the passport. Even the national ID can aid traveling to West African countries. In most cases, people keep the passport till it expires without a single stamp, let alone a visa. I don't know how they about Facebook.
I said, no. Your passport, you took out your passport the other. And now no say, oh your passport be bound to 300 Ghana cedis and them free. I didn't. It is unsustainable. It is unsustainable. It's unsustainable. Because and then the Ghana card about. I know you said. Now what? And the
pain of the youth.
And the Ghana card. Ghana card.
Who say pain?
So took her. What the passport here?
Maybe what kind of Ghana card? Your boy, I know my card the chronic.
What just say? There's a Ghana card. As you see, no for identification purposes, you can go and acquire a Ghana card. CJ, who got Ghana card? Who could you out here say? Me just show me chase campo.
No, this is a premium. Premium for.
Ghana card.
Yeah,
Say,
maybe.
when you premium, oh, yeah, normal.
Oh, there be say Ghana 420 a day. And you saying you said debating free.
You don't pay anything. And why don't you say the same about passport?
You see, one for Ghana card.
No. Kwame. Let's be fair.
November 2nd.
No. Kwame. Eric. No. Eric. I'll give you your time.
300 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
300 Ghana cedis are buying to have the mobile passport. I'm telling you, that is the cost. That is the amount of money we pay to the service provider. Now, but so they are not the source buy. The source is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and parliamentary proceedings. I buy the amount of sika also near the bois. Your friend is obi okwaje passport no. You couldn't see anything in because and it's sustainable, and that is what was deliberated upon in Parliament. 400 Ghana cedis. Anna, $12 million. Anna,
in subsidize passport.
Erica J. Bacho.
Minya no nti we say no makasa so. Senior, enti se haban na hunu ni se ayade a wo hia passport a eni kwaso okoje a. Why would you go and take a passport when you don't need it? That is number one. Yes, if you don't need it, why will you go for passport? What do you do? And for identification purposes. It's a passport for identification
Eric,
purposes.
I think it's a fair.
Yes, and for identification purposes.
Can you determine when Obinya passport as
That
a
is
government?
when the person wants to travel.
So I am a citizen of Ghana.
Yes.
I am a citizen.
Yes.
I have my right to get it. And you are telling me,
and we are not telling you that is not.
You, the government of the day, because I will not manage the economy here. Now about only many opportunities me to go. CJ, what are you telling me?
Well,
do you
know what, Vincent?
My mention idea. Oh, you're a citizen of Ghana. And maybe anywhere shall say you are supposed to secure a passport. No. And yes, that's what you are trying to say. So, yes, citizen of Ghana, you are supposed to. You're right. So, with that passport. What say you're right?
I am a Ghanaian.
You say
I am a right. Send me a passport.
And I'm suggesting to you.
Listen, I am a right.
And I'm suggesting to you.
Me here passport. Say I am a right. Say what's it? Is it wrong?
In this own here passport, you're right.
Oh, here you're right. Now can you're right. Now sorry, you're right. All right, now enjoy.
They go and pay
free speech. You're enjoying your right. Do you supposed to?
If it is your right,
said you'll be better.
If it is right, so
because of free speech, me know
and take it.
But no, be
the government to pay for you.
Where from this?
No. Listen, Abreba no be here passport.
Yes. Abra will be here passport and say, "Oh, so too quiet free or muhanadi."
Do you know when someone will get opportunity?
But you also know say obi on my opportunity to be back. Na passport no kwa only be fiance na kwa passport no, and that is going to take a long time.
I'm suggesting to you that for improved and better services.
From where?
Uber to me your passport within 2 or 3 days. If it is share no money. So you don't need the passport so wa konja to. But what you say? And the patrols over so too quan. That is the intent and go for we nya and nutram konja passport o man use that no. Some many passport into because we name them too quan. And the records and the data shows that obi okoje passport biano Ghana bantu at 300 Ghana cedis at the maseni pano. But the data were terminal 3 or no trese and go for my 2 coin. Almost even 10% on go for my J passport within the last 10 years. So your koyana say buy. Why are we wasting all these monies when people will not even travel with it? And the sort of travel and as a konya nenya bar. You don't need more than 1 week to even secure yourself a passport. So there's no need. So
okay, we have other issues.
And improved and better services.
Senior, CJ, echo. Me the obi passport application format show.
Yeah.
Nipa ne ko sunya ne 29th March. What's say need no ba me ba. And already I'm telling you say under this administration no getting passport na ya it said the operiato sebe.
Oh, that's what
yes. Because obi ko tue sika 29th March. Near money 4 October so on family picture keke.
And then say
so what are you
improve and better say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Ba mo dear pa dear Jesus. CJ
okay. We say I am wondering why Erica J has easily forgotten that during Mohammed's regime we had unemployed graduate association.
Ghanaians are white because Mama Tikwe president Namaba Namaguna.
Okay. Energy issues. Vincent Mesha say through. Enra on about touching the to so Mampenia directed said there should be a seizure in export of electricity. So in CZ export electricity export to the Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso near there to save domestic energy requirement. I mean, I think that's a welcoming news.
Well, I think in the current circumstances, I find it a welcoming news for us. Your challenges, kakra. We cannot close our eyes to that effect. Challenges are you won't see the increase in the number of persons that use electricity in Ghana as compared to previously. In terms pressure, kakra aba most of especially transformers and other things. We will have to because just last Saturday, na me wotafo. Baby am fie ni wono ewo Tafu Zongo ho around 9:30 10 o'clock p.m. in the evening. Mete wodemo mete ani po, and when I came out you know say transformer bi na jatomu a ehye no say transformer no say jatomu sa no a so blue no say and say ja na so blue sa akoso. And at that time most of the lights in will go down. When such things happen, na say also ye nya kwan ACC no a no just say dum so anaba. The intention and I say adwena ewo the Ministry of Energy and ECG for me say they should find a way to be able to do a lot of SCCA be pre-bit so that we can have sustainable electricity. Now in the meantime, what challenges we cannot continue to be exporting to neighboring countries. When Yankasa or Mino, we have a lot of challenges with respect to generation, and I say a lot of power need to be Ghana for, because Ghana also benefited from electricity. I said, and I think it is a welcoming news. I just hope, because you see, one of the questions I mentioned to me, want to say for about 7 years, a very sustainable and I say stable electricity supply. Within this short time, these challenges are, and I think that there's a reason for that. And some of the reasons, hearing from stakeholders, and idea sabi at the case be into me solve it. The truth is that for sure, doomso kakran kraya but this time, it's just incomparable with what we had from 2019 to 2016, or especially from 2013 to 2016. Those times, senior, we media personnel. At that time, generator over to move to move petrol. Generator over to move petrol. I'm over to. Sometimes for a full day you don't have light. That's not what you are seeing today. I am not in any way quitting anything. I am not in any way saying Sebi, I don't feel for it. Why? Me energy around 2 o'clock. My light go off. Maybe free fear no me mashamatari. In fact, me so I'm using now. Say light I cannot use it. I had to go down to go and fetch water. So I'm the studio. Inti yenye high. Say mada sumo for about 4 hours. You do light from 2 o'clock matching. Na lights number by 6 o'clock. It tells you that any good information. What we are seeing now is not what we saw some time back. And let's see how best within the shortest possible time. Abambe to me, I deal with this challenge. They said they Ghana for bit me almost stable light. Every Ghanaian wants this light. Say or mine no said ye, Kwan said ye, and Kodako school free said ye, or health system good said ye. Nothing can anywhere. Sebi, the quality of life for Krampono Sanka, and the quality of life without light very, very difficult. So it's a welcoming news. I will implore on the Ministry of Energy and ECG for them to be able to be fast about these things so they be able to maintain a stable light, but for the Ghanaian people to also enjoy a more light.
But I say, Vincent,
yeah, CJ, made any good news be a mammy.
O say ye jai export no.
Yeah, any good news be a mammy.
I didn't.
I say, Udi You say we do yefuna bra obotwene manesa. What is that kan kasa ne da? Me nua mo na betena ben. And abrofo a ɛyɛ popular okruma pa ɛyɛ SS capacity. Yeah, young school no. Aja me krom fu bi a dodo na yɛ school ni eso. Yeah, young no so yɛ wo. Yɛ kasa de SS a de akyire nyane sɛ abuso ana meboa. CJ ye wo krom ha sɛ aduane bu odwam a aduane bo yɛfo ana meboa. Enti sɛ anyina ma hoɔden bu a ɛwɔ sɛ obi anya bi yusu. Wo mra ye toto anyina ma hoɔden bu because of conditions a IMF de amaye. Otimase ye wo SS oti abu so de ne ehia no abu ye so o meba
capacity
SS capacity
ne electricity dan kasa
o de chire mu
wo capacity me sure say wo capacity and sure say wo friends electricity no
da bi chire
but just capacity ne dey generate electricity
da bi na de so ne gina da bi meba e ko ja de wo ya na mfa
no but so on chemu no wa
meba edi enti na mo ba ya mo se ya bokato CJ chirem
propaganda yo
edi enti na mo se ya bokato mo se ade na ye nhia no kra ya abroso enti Ghana anyina mahoden e wo se nya no ye nya ma na abroso da mo language na mo ka no ene Ghana ni na ade na abroso ama no kwa ahihiem enti the question obebusa o se SS no wo he enti e ko niema we odwene ho a o de wo na wo te ase fa Bagana ni no tifie no enim say
so obisa say
no, but what do you think?
What is your understanding of their work no obe say debate no washada what dey what dey metiase so SS capacity why are you not generating
Vincent
you see we know why no ho say we ne den on tiase and it's so pathetic CJ emra ye wo mu nyina onim de Ghana fosu si ehia ekọ timetable ena wa boss na po na na obekeka fon kire ono se ono wa no se krumo mfa boga enye soan o pepe ni o ka fon pa na po yes now who doesn't know?
I mean, you know I will not sit here for you to insult.
I know that one
Kwame
you know I will not sit here for you to insult.
And I'm saying you see
when we talk about beyond achievers in this country,
let me tell you this
Napo an
achiever
politician
like
penny
or kafun
or
you're number one in this country Napo na can na no other education ministry say o chiro so one pass ya no ko training college only video no
John Mahama say mo
Napo na ko busa na
time even do so John Mahama to be catch say
allow
but you know not sit here for you to insult Napo yet ya ana John Mahama catch say do so because you charge your phone soon tino
we
all watch the video
Debbie
yeah na ye hwe
Kwame Otuwe say what so be say Erika J kafun a
CJ
you definitely
yeah na ya hwe video no te say the menu e nipa na bisa simple question abanyansafo bi abanyansa na simple right simple question o si edundun kane a de Ghana for kan no journalist na experience bi na Ghana for dodo na ase yenya timetable ebeboa ma ya schedule ye niema ne de keka ho ekopia minister na o se ya prepare de na ye access to Ghana meba
we don't need a time
you see
you are forcing timetable at the neck of the minister what do you expect him to say
wenim de ntia ye ko school am draw timetable de man school na ye kono courses ya na edoso pa lecturer bia bonti mewura class obekira de ana meboa enti ye draw timetable mawa yetimika say 8 to 10 over this subject 9 to this we will break niema ye in order enti say toda na we busy schedule mpa e bia class we nko ande en wose me say class no adentia enti obi ye na juma obi ye private sector business operator to say de mo ye mo juma na oden hye to say short for na aba ninti no efrimre we copy mrewe ye betimi adum kane a enti obe prepare backup na no hwede esi wotema na ekọ sebe mpreduasa se oba ene hye incubator mu ene adum sa light ni 2 good hours na report na ba no ene nipa ho hyehye mo ho ene parents bi musu sa awofo ba ko su se ni bawu hospital no so say akwada nwi ye de enim de esi but the issue is drawing the timetable alone be my hospital administrators no kura hu say I was here put these measures in place and also you must adojesi Okoka na minister true shade ama Ghana for. Na MPP for no my madwin say oka for and appreciate him. So no wonder say omu nyina na pokra no mo clamors omu here as vice president. Some of us we need him. Ye ne no be kwa ni pepe because o mu nipa ye be kire o level. Me na ye je me taxes no. I've me ne kwanya say asem ha me ameka. Me na ye de me tax etia o ka as minister. Me na ye de me tax. Emma o baby da. Yesi dan ya udem. Utu kwanya ye o my Ghana ye ne yetwa ticket ma because enye oboto music na oditwa. Na me bibusa kosan we di me mpoa and you are telling me that that's a good language. I know how you are cultured.
Okay.
I know how you are now. Me say I know how a ko is cultured. When you busa us a question now, you think answer on the Ghana for no. And so what Napo said was so wrong. Be happy. Nothing I can say. Me boss my tupoku prempe. One can I know you love Napo. I come in himself. You everything is Napo. I know. But self papa ni pabonia. I can't obusiano. Into Timiko Krubisu, you say, Papa Simesima, Omuna Cronfon, you know the reason why. On Papa sees so none a record so a cronfor. Oh, if you were Mumuade, Oko Pipe on one to Quanquan or Moko, add then your mamma Moko Pipe on one, there be no contoka. In Ticasana and a poor canabontino, and the tree be free, but now Kenya said, be at will do this level. Who be one now digan of what them, and you think that is fine. Napo on this year, Mensia. Asante hine kasa untino. Me say, yana na asante hine kasa na ponti. Utimika tre Ghana for say. Yano ye mfa your timetable. Capacity ben ye woman dey timetable.
Those asking for it.
Na those no munya Ghana for. Togo for na ebusa timetable. Who is ECG? ECG no more creating mess for hon. Don't bring them on board. This corrupt institution ECG. Hey, that do big guy in there.
That is okay.
Me say that do big guy. Ono cry a mess chain obia. You see the problem you have in this country. Na poor education minister Kaligaje Pomutra fa na ho. Na den na no complaining. Had it not be say a pamo ken oforiata na anu ada. Rot na ko ho no timika. You know,
Kwame.
Rot na ko so UCG no timika.
Kwame.
But this people boni amodie digana, boni amodie digana. Na me fa mo boni nche mo da.
Kwame.
Eni nka mo wuo.
Kwame. Yes. Okay, we are no. Kwame. I need to issue a disclaimer.
Which one? Which one? Say ECG for then issue then I can.
What try to patem.
Me medina patem. Me sin na fo de ekoso o ECG ya gigi sika ye mfantua electricity ya kan say ye mfantua IPPs ne ke kan me ko no nim
ne o kafa
yes ke no for ata ko na no
ne o kafa ECG manager ho no me pa
oh masa wo didi ho amaka
no Erika J please Erika J no you can't do this please no Erika J respect you can't say on live radio say me didi ho amenka ejuma na me here as a professional I won't sit here for you to the reason why I'm no so please
okay match Hwasa
na botre o kana pass see the time o kan wan kan
baby I want to order
I did o kana pass wan kan na some o kan fa na po hu no I no wan kan he
enti me man retract
so man retract no
so kan fa na po
of course so man retract no
so say upon na me ko na no ye me one offense CJ woni bibi ECG honestly speaking e bia some am kan na anyo de match
me ba chopa
what they are doing there me na me sure said there was even proper coordination between ECG and Napomo. Yes. Because so share near ma Kaligeje post and why ye wo ECG hona. And you one say na aban no government of the day na appointed deputy minister say on enquire boche. Although say your name rebi e ka say conflict of interest do and but proper corporate governance no kra no enye reasonable say deputy minister be say akwache. Yes. What I say. But the issue is dum so na ba wo ye dan ye dum so. E ko ye dum na enum no. Yes, I am sorry. But more de see a doom na ya doom no by so I and so into any doom so. But Ghana for them no show. Maybe I'm at CJ. Massive day, you know, mechanic about 3 times. But whom do I complain to? Because nipa na ko complain actually no because of our timetable bra. And I so me nim Ghana ya nyama hoden capacity cry e wo. Me nim SSC bi da so wo ho. Se bi ni ho na me de timetable aba. But baby e yedru no. It is only fair say ko munya akwanya na mo ne Ghana for kasa. And come be render on qualify apology first. Because you said a lot in this country before answer Ghana for it to me mamo. But then they did to me no mamo we no. Mo mpanimfo no bi se bia hand tiny dwe kasa no correct time. Hey, masa ho chiro na nipa kan ya o don't you know?
Eric, Vincent, Yeah, sorry. I think we have some 6 minutes. Yes. Debbie, me mom was saying. We can touch on Abofra 12 years. If we say 16 years. That's also part of my production. Producer dear mommy is part of the topics that we need to discuss before I sign off.
Well, before some can once and my issue disclaimer and somewhat na kafana po hu piano and you know correct. Napo is one of the God-fearing men in Ghana. He is one of the humble men in Ghana. He is one of the achievers in Ghana. Result-oriented persons, and I say governor appointees. Once in a while, you may slip. And they say, so obi slip. There's no problem with that. And this no more atna kafana po biano and you know correct. Number 2, with respect to sir. 12-year-old girl in Mpensenpensenmu. I almost had another twist to be as aba. So I could have 16
years. Yes, onya 12 or
16 years. Or 16. Whether 12 or 16 in law. Section 14 of the Children's Act express say, "Sa akoda no nyanya 18 years a ontimi ware ma nye ye. Aware no say ye customary, say ye Mohammedan, say ye ordinance. They dating. Say ordinance part 3 of the Marriages Act. Ninyina no unya 18 years a oware bia enye yi. Enti wuntimi nka say a customary law, just say a custom. The laws of this country says that whenever there is a conflict, and I say customary law and a statute, a conflict here, the statute will always prevail. The statute is paramount to any custom. In Juntimika say a custom untino, yentitia Ghana mraso. Article 28 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana is very clear about the rights of children. And so rights of children now, they share Article 28, and then the Parliament to me, and me de 1998 the Children's Act here, and in that Children's Act on HPP that you cannot force a child into marriage. So Akodano Crown Pokase, me my consent say yen worry me. Say 12 years. Miana Mesuki and Waremia. That marriage is still null and void because you are still not 18 years. When you're 18 years in Bono, so 18 years to 21, you still need the consent of your parent and son Wariana at the age. And it's over 18 to 21 years. Now say, what consent is and worry. That's all my papa can't share, and that's all my papa and consent. That marriage is still null and void. In this all 16 or 12, it doesn't have any effect whatsoever. Name no. Say ya dear, ya because I didn't a siwa. That is betrothal. Say oh for say akwada. Say ye see the siwa di ama opanyini bia. Say oh for say no section 14. Any 15 of the Children's Act in which say there be no Ghana Mrano Boebra and the Sani Pano. Wow, Bears and you wait me actually to Mamma ye, and I'll be to you about 250 penalty unit. So, wow, consented there if a child who is 12 years or 13 years old consent to a siwa, consent to betrothal. And no, dear, there's a lacuna in the law, very difficult for us to know. Say no, say yeah, a warm room when I say nimrem. But Ghana, a dikanka, say, you bet. Charge you before a criminal offense. I just as hard no, your throw and the penalty thereof has also been stated in law. But betrothal, as we speak, is not found in any of our criminal offenses document. Criminal Offences Act 29 and show baby I say betrothal be say illegal. No. And this you see weekend say betrothal there and any illegal. Name no so for say akoda dia ene na ene o wasem
okay
but so one for say akoda dia ene na me lawyer ma bobu wolumine dia ene na say then there is a way of escape because akoda na aide
to
be truthful
but
say ya warrior dia akoda no consent krompa there be null and void enu ntina ma hu say are you go to ne omompanyifo no after seeking for legal advice no ehunu say ade na na chinche enye na siwa ba no pay meeting opanyina kasa gbobu wolomi no Joe or no say a custom ti akoda no the amano custom yes BT na you say video I think so no o say then the custom ho am say Joe o custom no ene Ghana mra eba statute no and say Ghana mra no edi custom no so 2 million nti o custom na o kan dey fato nche sisi the Ghana mra na ede eno mini wa ba ko she bi trota na chi no ko she si wa na chi say si wa na ede yes no nemu man for si akoda no na ede then the power then that's when you can have some escape now koye custom ne then you have a problem because the face of the law no the law when a chiwa yen ka say custom say what you say. Okay. So that is what I have to say.
All right.
About this 12.
Yes, sorry, Kwame.
This issue. Not me share any interest. That's my position. But I think the right thing ought to be done.
That's right.
That's what I would say for now.
But that's it.
Because we share conflicting statements in interviews na beba. And because I'm Nsem abeka ho no. I think the rightful quarters was to take a decision on that. No, they ought to speed up. Nananom so no, it will be betrayed. That's true. In mamre or mamre ne amane e wo hodie. But a third answer, maybe I consider it. It is over catch me Nesibia wale akwara de na mabosoma. All this a member go be to akwala na so cry. Obi anim say like on.
Eric J of the NDC, Vincent Ekwasefo of the MPP. Me damase papa. Amuno mo abeka me home yede Mpensenpensenmu no. Oze. Regional chairman of NDC. Eko chairman nim ho. Na makanom pen bebre ewe fidie so say me call Ghana ha secondary school. Yeah, eye papa Winneba secondary school. Me ye 1999 year group na me wo Airebiakwa house na nyame ye adomo a wosa eye Winisec All Students Association kwesiada ebe 7th April ye the Global Thanksgiving Service yeah the she says so enti Wosa Council of Elders National Executives to safre Winisec all students nyina se momra na fei ye na nyankopon ase ye ben na we school me we 99 who we Winisec ye ben etibra sa dwumadi baso e wo Shekana Avenue e wo Ogbojo East Legon. Yes, na Mia CJ and I'm a MC for this Thanksgiving service. Enti Brana Beka ye ho yaton safre yeah.
All students ning na ombeba. All students ning na beba.
Reverend Kojo Frimpong, Joy FM.
Good.
Reverend Kojo Frimpong. I am senior.
Oh, you senior.
Ewo Winisec.
Good.
Enti Oba.
Okakasa
for no.
Good one there.
And afei Pastor Albert Daniel. Ono so bekasa.
Ono so you senior.
Yes. And Apostle Sidney Quay. Ono so. And no Albert Daniel no I am me mate.
Hey, and then say school no ankasa no
Sidney Quay I am senior.
So for won papa.
Some me tie say me so for.
No credit.
Yeah.
Me aso cranche.
Nyame adoma what's a global Thanksgiving service gratitude baso ewo Shekana Avenue Eugene answer I say you are my junior so I ho ewo Winisec I see entimomra na mmeka ye ho 2 p.m. is the time ochina na me adoma I'll be hosting my school ochina ombeba me so
ochina ochina obe
program no Sunday
Sunday kwesiada ebe
kwesiada
ebe students beba ha
yes I'm hosting
good one
Winisec
good
my show yeah you know what I'm saying yeah school papa
okay it is one more badia na ombe hieska enso so it is one more badia and eska oska me year 2 draws 5,000 mienu 5,000 mienu
as a never check 10,000
me check 10,000 for nipa mienu 5,000 mienu for vim say tell you say obetim de atwa bi MTN ye di twa e star 281 hash option 1 and no ne Adom FM patch of vim any passion any GDA fetwa e star 281 e me check 10,000 for nipa mienu 5,000 mienu ena meche
Kwame Pomie
but I say it is like say be kwa ma empanimfo e hye dwumadie de ma ye Abdullah Wudu general manager programs manager Joshua Tigo Dominic Kisi yeboa aka Smoke na afi Kofi Asan Kofi Hassan, Aisha Ibrahim, and I feel Caroline Tete.
Yeah.
Caroline Tete.
Yeah.
Caroline Trent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you at 05?
Yeah.
Abrandon
Obed,
Papa Oko. When you have what the fool when I try my face, ink there was on Asa. Sige, media idiocy, point out, watch now. You better say, dear,
Alpha Blondie. Unmuto ayodumtini.
Why you to me?
Yeah, name your ben pa.
No boy, Katera for Katera.
As
Was it?
that's na me.
Was it Katenwa for?